was because, like I said, he was a slave and went back to the same people to preach to them. And Donovan, could you turn the lights off, please? Thank you. So today, Exodus 36. Main verse is 5, but I'm going to read a few verses ahead of that. There wrought Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man, that's important, every wise-hearted man, in whom the Lord put wisdom and understanding, to know how to work all manner of work for the service of the sanctuary, according to all that the Lord had commanded. And Moses called Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man, in whose heart the Lord had put wisdom, even every one whose heart stirred him up to come unto the work to do it. And they received of Moses all the offering which the children of Israel had brought for the work of the service of the sanctuary, to make it withal. And they brought yet unto him free offerings every morning. And all the wise men that brought all the work of the sanctuary came every man from his work which they made. And they spake unto Moses, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work which the Lord commanded to make. And Moses gave commandment, and they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, saying, let neither man nor woman make any more work for the offering of the sanctuary. So the people were restrained from bringing, for the stuff they had was sufficient for all the work to make it, and too much. And every wise-hearted man among them that wrought the work of the tabernacle made, and then it goes on to all the tents and curtains and everything. Notice how many times it said wise-hearted men. And they were bringing the things to build the temple, and they were following the instructions of the Lord to build this temple. And you know how elaborate and fancy this place was, all right? But they were bringing so much stuff, so much that they couldn't stand it. They didn't have any place for it. They said, stop, we have enough, that much. And it reminds me of Malachi, right? Chapter 3, we talk about how the reason we get into God's provision is because there are windows in heaven that he wants to open upon us so that we will have so much, it says, that we won't be able to handle it. We won't be able to. And it makes me think, right? Every wise-hearted man and woman will follow the promises of God and the provision plan he made, because those windows of heaven will be open. So if you want the windows of heaven, you have to be wise. You have to be full of understanding. And you will have, just as the children of Israel, it's like, all right, God, I'm going to restrain you. Stop giving me so much. I can't handle it. And I know none of us are there, so we probably need to put some things in order, right? All right. Basically, when we properly value God's work, we are open to giving more than enough his work and to his work. And that's what the Israelites felt. They were obeying because they had gotten so much from God. And truly, that is what worship is. Worship is gratitude. When we realize who God is and what his presence means, that he came down to be with us, it's easy to worship. And it's easy to worship in all things, in the music that we just said, and in the tithe and offering, in our relationships, in our workout there, all of those. It's easy to worship when we're full of gratitude for who God is. All right, let's stand and bring the Lord's tithe into his house this morning. And we will be receiving an offering in just a little bit. All right.